I want to talk about just like moves we're making to get into more cash flow because I think it's easy to get caught in the wholesale game. And the wholesale game is just it's a hamster wheel. It's a hamster wheel, bro.
It's a hamster wheel. Yes. You're always going to want to make.
If you stop, the cash just doesn't come in.
Yeah.
And most people have to be involved. There are very, very, very few people in the country who have like scaled out a company to the point to where like, bro, I don't do anything in it.
Yeah.
Very few.
Yeah.
To where in the grand scheme of things, they're capped at 2 million, 3 million, operating at a 30% take home. To where that's a lot of money, but in the grand scheme of business, that's not what you want, right?
Yeah.
And then you still want cash flow because you are going to have hard ass months. I've had hard months, even though I still feel like I'm doing good now. I've had extremely hard months to where like we're getting leads, deals just ain't coming.
Yeah.
I'm spending the money. I'm making the offers. I'm talking to the people. We're just in a lull. And if you're in sales, you go into lulls too. You got to have that cash flow, dude. You got to have that cash flow to at least give you that peace of mind for you and your family. Like, bro, my bills are paid.
Yeah.
If I absolutely need it, my bills are paid. Between my affiliates and other companies, my bills are paid.
Yeah.
So like wholesale isn't end all be all. Now, between my companies, like if I don't really want to spend money in marketing, I can pull money out of my other stuff and put it into my wholesale stuff because I don't want to dip into my own personal savings if I have bad months.
And we talked about like with me and Airbnb, right? Like this is, for those of you guys who maybe this is your first time tuning in, like I didn't get we didn't get our first Airbnb until we went live December 12th was our first guest, right? We got our first one at the end of November, locked up our second one, probably early January, mid-January-ish, right? And that one will be going live the 1st of March. But that's kind of what it was for me. I looked at it as, again, wholesaling is fun. You get a lot of money doing it. But at some point, I don't want to have to be doing all this shit all the time. And so Airbnb provides the ability to be able to make a really good chunk of change that is a little bit easier than I would say, wholesaling. And so my thought was people would pay. And this is actually, honestly, like this is like my pitch, even when we're talking about private money, right? You talk about, as investors, we would spend 80, 90, 100 grand for a property that we can burr in cash flow $300 a month off of it, right? That's a fucking deal. And so when I talk about lending, I'm like, hey, if I need 20 grand and I'm going to pay you 15% on this money, you're going to get $500 a month for 6 months. And then you'll get like another, I think it's like $1,500 or something like that. And that's off 20 grand. You pay 100 grand all the time to make $300
to get that, right?
To get that. I'm giving you 500 a month off 20 grand.
Easy cash flow.
And so, and then for me, people are like, well, why would you pay such a high percentage for 20 grand? Because me being able to utilize someone else's 20 grand to go ahead and scale this business that's going to make me at least $2,000 a month, bro, that's my wholesale business pretty much just becomes the fucking cash, the ATM machine for the Airbnb. So I'm able to go lock up multiple of these properties because I know I'm going to be able to make 20 grand to pay that shit back in 6 months. Oh, bro, come on now. Don't play with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm going to throw 20 grand at anything for $2,000 a month.
Anything, bro.